Welcome back to Sunrise. The time is now 6:19 a.m. and that means it's time for your Monday morning headlines with the headlines queen, TK Dawkins.
Hey, TK.
I'm so unaccustomed to being called TK Dawkins.
I know, right?
Yeah. Just TK, right?
Dennis Sucum. I mean, we try, but we're not Dennis, right?
That's okay. And in honor of that, happy birthday, Dennis!
Yes, yay!
Hurry up and come back, I people them work.
Yeah. No, man, Dennis, I come back from foreign to the whole of foreign.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
man,
hope
I
you
bring the
bring
whole of
some Sunax and candy.
No, I'm not bringing the head and shoulders, no Irish Spring and can stay outside.
Dennis, I just need little bubblegum sweetie, them thing there.
Yeah.
Miss Kitty, yeah, go hard. Yeah, go hard.
My home goods. Christmas I come on my alarm, man. No, I like furniture, I like things.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, good morning, and it's so good to see you.
Great to see you too, TK. Looking very radiant.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you so much.
And slim. You work for it, girl. You deserve that. Go, girl. Yes.
All right, let's jump right into it. I mean, I saw that we had a busy weekend filled with graduates, filled with all these things. So, you know, and excitement. But let's jump into the headlines, all right? So, potential storm threatens Jamaica. A tropical system is moving closer to Jamaica, raising concerns about power cuts and flooding. Currently, the country is still recovering from the impact of Tropical Storm Beryl, and some towns are already experiencing flooding due to ongoing showers. Wow. With social media users having reported flooding in areas like Linstead and St. Catherine, experts warn that the next 28 to 48 hours could bring storm-like conditions, advising locals to avoid flood-prone areas. The Jamaica Public Service Company has also issued advisories regarding potential power outages. As of Sunday night, the system was located about 325 miles south of Kingston with winds of 35 miles per hour and moving north. Now, if the storm strengthens as expected, it will be named Rafael and could impact both Jamaica and the Cayman Islands in the coming days, potentially bringing heavy rainfall to Cuba and Florida as well. So we're watching it.
Wow, yeah, closely. I hope it dissipates.
Me too.
Come, I cannot take another round. God say no.
Over this hurricane
Yeah,
season.
no, man, we can't manage it. Especially St. Elizabeth don't need another drop of rain right now.
Yeah.
There's so many places.
Yeah, but I just want to say that, you know, in all things still, remember, we have to give thanks because many of these storms have ravaged other places, right? So we still have to give God thanks. But I want to also advise persons to take these warnings and advisories seriously. I know sometimes we have a tendency, them are wicked, I like them, I tell, nah, Listen, it's better to be safe than sorry. So if you live in a flood-prone area, low-lying area, where are prone to landslides and stuff like that, please be very careful, be very cautious, because you don't want a situation where something happens, I say coulda, shoulda, woulda, if we did know, right? Once we have life, there is hope. So I know it's difficult to get up and uproot yourself, leave your house, and leave your things.
It's like fisher folk who depend on going out and you know, getting their income from the sea. We have to be mindful and be careful.
We're not risking it at all. So it's just better for go on today and just relax and wait until we get the clearance. All right?
Yeah. Next up, another corporate area mass shooting. So police are investigating a mass shooting incident in the country following an attack on Bowens Road off Waltham Road in St. Andrew on Saturday night that left 8 people injured, and at least 3 victims have been confirmed dead. Witnesses reported that around 11:40 p.m., the victims were part of a group gathered along the road when armed assailants approached on foot and opened fire before fleeing. The police were notified, and the 8 injured individuals were transported to the hospital, where Hardware and one of the victims and the teenager who was also shot were pronounced dead. Authorities believe the shooting may be linked to an ongoing gang conflict in the St. Andrews South Police Division.
Sad.
Sad.
Sad. You know, you look at our beautiful island, our country, we have so much for which to be grateful, so much for which to give thanks. And we're caught in this quagmire of violence and just insensitivity and lack of regard for life and just other people, you know what I mean? And whenever I see these stories or headlines, and it just really saddens me and breaks my heart, you know? Because it's like, Raymond, we're not having ethnic cleansing. We're not having any holy war. why are we behaving
We've not
like
been
this?
invaded by another country.
Yeah, what is it? And what does it need to stop? Because at what point, TK, do we say, enough is enough?
Is enough.
What do we need to do? What is the solution? What is the problem? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the frequency of
Yes.
these reports. Well, firstly, not the frequency of the reports, the frequency of the incidents, you know, which then generate the reports. It's beginning to have a lag on just your energy.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
And what's interesting is that it just seems like no one is safe, nowhere is safe.
Yeah.
Rural Jamaica used to say, boy, those things don't happen in
Yeah.
rural Jamaica. Or those
Regular
things don't happen
things
near
like
church.
going to a
Yeah.
Those things
night-night,
don't happen to teachers and
family
nurses.
gathering.
Those things happen to
Children
women.
are safe. Women are safe.
Babies are safe.
It's like no one is safe.
Yeah.
No one is safe. And we want to get back to the days of everybody being safe. Because
Yeah.
it happened. There was a time.
Yeah.
Well,
You know?
I mean, I might be the oldest person on the set, but I literally remember, and now I find myself doing things that my grandparents used to do. That's, you know, the good old days.
Yeah.
I remember the good old days. You could leave your yard in a Craighead and walk a pike and a fret and walk back, and nobody wouldn't worry. You don't do things like that these days.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, but that's what I have. Unfortunately, that's what I'm leaving you with until the news at 7 a.m.
No,
Very
no, no.
well.
You're not leaving us on a sad note. Looking as resplendent as you do.
Well, I mean,
There you go.
thank you.
But
Thank
TK,
you, Raymond.
did you know anybody who graduated this weekend?
Miss Kitty, me, I would.
Eh?
Yeah, old lady, you know, me don't know nobody them age there.
TK,
I'm just
which
saying.
part are you old?
I'm
Your
just
ears?
saying. Although I do, congratulations to the CVM family, keeping me young and fresh. I knew all the CVM graduates. Congratulations again.
Yeah, well, guess what? I really am very... TK says, oh, I'm just done with her. But again, I just wanted to say congrats to Devontae Webster from my Miss Kitty. He's a recipient of my Miss Kitty Scholarship. The scholarship I do with CB and the University of the West Indies. And by the way, our CB UA 5K is coming up on November 24. And that is, you know, one of my scholarship recipients. Yes. As I said, his brother received a scholarship from me as well, graduated. He is graduating or has graduated. And his younger brother is right there to graduate next. So, you know, we have break generational curses and set up the youth them. You understand? You have to help the youth them. And of course, again, big up to Mario of Kingston College Extraction. Yes, Raymond.
I heard.
Yeah.
I heard.
I had to do for Raymond.
You know, it's so funny. Viewers, you see the bossy suit him have on? He did have a little off-color looking something around him wrist to spoil up the suit. Up next, we're checking out some tools and apps to elevate our financial game in Money Masterclass. Stay with us.
Nice.
We'll be right back.